Hello guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're playing Minecraft and we're gonna make a survival world together. My little brothers and my older sister might join, so I don't know, but we're just gonna play a Minecraft survival world. Okay, so I guess we can head off in this direction. Let's go over here actually. Let's just chop down some wood first, because that's usually what you do in a Minecraft survival world. The first thing you do, chop down some wood. Okay, now that we have some wood, let's go ahead and make a crafting table. Okay. I guess we can make some sticks as well. Let's make a wooden pickaxe. And let's go ahead and head this way. Let's pick up our crafting table. And we got a bunch of flowers. Nice. Okay, let's move on. Okay, so since I didn't really talk in this part, I'm just gonna explain what I did throughout this whole adventure, you would call. So I literally just explored the whole place. Throughout my adventures in this Minecraft world, I found a ruined nether portal, which I then looted off of. I took all of the things in the chest, which were pretty decent stuff. The shovel had a silk touch and unbreaking in it, which was pretty good, and the helmet had thorns too, I think. After a short walk, I decided to get some cobblestone to make new tools. I made a sword, an axe, and I made a new pickaxe later on. Later on, I made my way to this spruce biome, and shortly after that, I found some berries. And I took them and made them for my snack along the road trip. And then I went up this mountain and started to take a good look at the view. Found a nice big mountain and a plains biome. But then I looked further and I thought I saw a village far away. So I was thinking to myself if I should go there or not. I then decided to go to the village, and so I ate some berries before going on my way to the direction of the village. After some time walking, I finally made it to the village, and I was relieved because that took a long time to walk to there. But I stared off at the distance, wondering what treasures may come into my hands. After staring off at the distance, I swam over to the village in this river that was in the way of me in the village, and there was a lot of villagers that didn't have occupations, so I was just staring at this villager. But I did find this toolsmith that had pretty good offers, and this farmer that was stuck in a hole, but I will save him later. I also found a bunch of babies in the village. This village had a bunch of babies, and they also had a bunch of kids with no jobs. But I decided to go to sleep because it was turning nighttime, so I ate some berries before heading my way to this little hut that was near the farm, and I went to sleep. After waking up from my 10 seconds of slumber, I decided to go explore the village. And my first task was saving this villager out of this hole. And so I dug up one piece of dirt and let him out, but he wouldn't come out, so I left him. And I fell and couldn't get up, so I used that same dirt to get myself out. After exploring some more, I found this chest with a bunch of loot inside of it, and it had potatoes and apples, so I took them. After taking the potatoes and apples, I headed my way to a mine to get some cobblestone and some iron. With the cobblestone I mined, I made 2 furnaces and placed them down inside the house that I found the loot in. And inside those furnaces, I put some coal in there, and I put some iron, the iron that I found, and some potatoes to be made into baked potatoes so I can eat them later on. Instead of waiting for my items to smelt, I decided to go on an adventure, and I found some berry bushes, and I took them, of course, but I ended up getting stabbed a couple times on accident, so I left the berry bushes alone after getting my berries, because I needed them. I was hungry. After taking a bit of a walk, gathering some sugarcane, and going a little bit far away, I decided to head back to the village before it got dark and before I went too far away. And while walking, I decided that it was time for me to leave the village because I had no business there anymore. So I took some berries and decided to leave. Once I got to the village, I made my way to the little hut that I was staying in, where I found the loot and noticed that my potatoes were done cooking, and got my furnaces with my iron in it, and I left that place. Making my way out of that village, I decided to head towards that big mountain that had a forest nearby. I passed the river that was leading me to this big forest that was nearby the village. So I went there to see if there was anything worth my time or anything good in this forest, which I could probably build my home inside of. So I walked, and then I got up on top of this tree, turned around, and saw something marvelous. I saw my home, my future home. It was a cave in a hole in a hill. To claim this home, I put 2 furnaces down, the 2 furnaces which I first made, and I saw that my crafting table was missing. It really wasn't missing, I just forgot it at the village, so I made a new one. You know what they say, new home, new crafting table. And it started to get dark, but I made a chest, and once it started to get really dark, I went out to go get some wool because I forgot to bring a bed. So I made some shears and went on my way to find some sheep. Little did I know I would find no sheep at all. There was literally no sheep. I went out exploring on this plains biome. I looked around, found no sheep. I swear, every single time I'm trying to find a mob in Minecraft, they never show up. But that's okay, because a little while later I found this sheep, which gave me 2 pieces of wool. So I still needed to find 1 more piece, unfortunately. So I looked around and looked around. I couldn't find any more sheep anywhere. After running around a little bit, I made my way back to where the previous sheep was, and luckily its wool had grown back, so I sheared it and got that 1 piece of wool that I needed to make my bed. Coming back home to my little hole in the hill, I decided to make my bed, noticing I didn't have any wood, so I'm sorry for this, but I had to do it. I took a piece of wood from a tree, very carefully. I will plant it back, I will fix that tree later, but I made my bed with that 1 piece of wood, and I placed it down on the floor and went to sleep. Alright guys, so that's it for today's video. Next time we're probably going to be fixing this place up a little bit, adding some homely touches. Maybe someone will join me, I don't know, but that's it for today's video. I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye!